welcome to Healthy Life with Kimmi and
Jeff. How y'all doing, folks?
Hey guys, we are here for an update. I was gonna say weekly, but it's been a couple weeks now. Life has been lifing. Let's start with who we are, what we're doing briefly, and then we'll get into the numbers, what went well, some things we want to do different, and just kind of chat it up a little bit, okay? So I'm Kimmi, this is Jeffrey, my husband. As I already stated, some of you may know we both are on a healthy weight loss journey. We both have chosen to do Weight Watchers. I started my journey a little bit sooner than Jeffrey. I'm down a total of almost 25 pounds. We're saying 25, but I'm going to talk about it in a minute. And Jeffrey is down how much?
It is down now almost 30 pounds, 29.6.
29.6, and I'm 24.5. So together we're over 50 pounds. Ooh. He started in October. So
October the 25th.
That was a pivotal day.
To be exact.
October 25th. So we're going to just catch you guys up on what happened, why we haven't been here, what's going on, okay? So I actually had a family emergency happen over a week ago. My brother had emergency surgery. So myself and my sister had to hop on a plane and beat it down to where he was. So that being the case, I know I didn't do right when I was on vacation. I did actually pretty well. I gained like 4.5 pounds is what I was going to report as gaining 2 weeks ago. But as of this video, I've lost 4.3 of that. So it might have been water, just getting back on track, having to get rid of some junk up there and all that. So that brings me to a total of 24.5. Jeffrey, what did you lose?
So the last couple of weeks, it's been the week before last, because we do our weigh-in on Mondays. So last Monday, it was 1.6, and this week was 1.5. So that's and then the week before that was like a pound and a point, 1.1. So it's been kind of a steady decline, which is good.
Decline this time is great.
Yeah.
So I did not even weigh in the previous week because I was on vacation. So I was just like, I ain't even weighing in. I don't know what's up. When I got back, I didn't wait a week I was gone. I didn't wait a week I got back. So that's where we are. So I want to talk about a few things. I had a few notes here. So I was able to start incorporating oatmeal back in my diet again. And we talked about that recently. We actually filmed a video about how to do overnight oats. That should be coming out soon. And I have been enjoying it. I thought I had an oat allergy, but I actually just had a wheat allergy. And I didn't realize the two grains were completely different. Don't ask me. Did you know that? Did you know oats and wheats were different? They are. So I can eat oats, but I can't eat wheat. So I was very pleased to start adding that back to my diet. So Jeffrey, last week or 2 weeks ago now, because we didn't film last week, you were talking about having oatmeal at night, that you were going to stop it. Yeah. So let's talk about that a little bit.
So I don't know how we started. How did we start back eating oats in the first place? How did that come about?
For me watching What the Health.
Oh,
I think I was watching What the Health, and I was going on my whole vegan thing.
Oh yeah, okay, because that was kind of a blur because it was going so fast. But in any case, we started back, and you said we're going to try oatmeal, and then again because it'll help you last longer during the course of the day, as far as staying, as they call it, satiated or fuller. First time somebody said satiated, what does that mean? But anyway, so we decided about 2.5 weeks ago we were going to try it again. So what I did, it's about 3 weeks ago now. But anyway, I did a couple of times. I had oatmeal like in the late afternoon, early evening, and not a lot. But then I found that my weight I wasn't losing weight after about a week or so. And I'm walking and watching what I eat, and I says, well, I realized when you watch what your body's supposed to do in the evening or at night when you're asleep, you're supposed to go to rest. But you can't rest if your body's trying to digest. Oh, that's a little rhyme there, right? You can't rest if you can't digest. So, yeah. So anyway, so I said, wait a minute, I think I'm doing this out of sequence here. So, since we're doing Weight Watchers, oatmeal is, if you eat like a cup, is about 3 points. So I'm like, so what I've been, so because Kim's trying to find out if she can eat oatmeal again. And so what happened is we start putting them in that, we were setting them overnight. And then when you take it out and look at it, let's say it's sitting in the bowl and it's sitting on the counter covered. And then by the morning comes, I mean, it's like swelled up a little bit. I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to eat all of this. So I would just measure out a cup, and I would give her, maybe a third, not eat 2/3 of it. And then what was happening is that over the couple of days, we realized that we were fuller, or just wasn't hungry. It'd be, let's say we eat at 10 in the morning or something, and it'll be 3 o'clock, and we hadn't even eaten anything.
Even today.
Yeah.
It happened today. We had oatmeal.
Yeah.
And we did have a piece of apple.
Yeah, we had apple.
We had a couple Cheetos, baked Cheetos,
and that's it.
But then we didn't eat anything else until 3.
Yeah, no.
30.
Well, about an hour ago.
Nuggets?
Yeah,
we did have some chicken nuggets today.
Which we haven't. Which to be quite frank, I haven't had really anything from the fast food place since like early October. I can't really think. Yeah, I don't really know. And that was just 6-piece little nuggets, and that's like 7-8 points.
Today we just wanted.
Yeah, we just wanted a little something, but it wasn't like, oh, I want something to eat. I'm hungry. So
we weren't hungry.
No, we weren't. It wasn't hungry. What was happening in the last couple of weeks is that we realized that we hadn't eaten, and we needed to eat. It'd be like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock, and it's for dinner time, and we hadn't eaten anything. And we're like, oh, what are we gonna do? We need to find something. So
I think we mentioned that about our friend when we made the oatmeal video. We talked about that in the video. So we'll talk about it really quick again when our friend she started doing oatmeal too. She hadn't been eating it in a while, and I kept talking about it. So she started doing it again, and the same thing happened with her. She was still full, and her husband realized, hey, where's dinner at? She's like, I'm not hungry.
She had completely forgot to cook,
So that oatmeal, I would say, is a great tip.
Yeah.
To add to your diet if you can have oats.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I eat mine pretty heartily. We're gonna show that video coming up soon. But I put pecans in mine. I put extra granola in it because I like the crunch. We do use brown sugar. We use I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. Shout out to my mother-in-law for giving us that tip. Yeah, the spray. And how do you eat yours?
I sometimes I'll add a little, because she had a little bag of a little protein, which has turned out to be just like granola or something. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I'll put that in there.
I couldn't use that brand though; it had a lot of wheat in it. Anyway.
So
I was using one brand and it granola oats, but they must process it on a plant where it's a lot of wheat. Mm-hmm. So that one made me sick as a dog. I couldn't use it. So now I buy the Walmart. No, what brand is that? Honey Bunches of Oats. Mm-hmm. Honey Bunches of Oats, little granola, and put that in my oatmeal. And it's so yummy, guys. That video is coming soon, as I mentioned.
Yeah, so what I do is I'll just usually, for the most part, I just eat it, but I put a little bit of brown sugar. And I've been trying to cut back on the amount of sugar put in there so that you can kind of taste the oatmeal and get used to not having it just, sweet, which I recognize I don't want to have it like that. So, and I have some boiled eggs. I'll boil eggs that'll last a couple of days. So we'll eat that along with the oatmeal, and it'll last all day. Right now, it's 5 o'clock. Like I said, we ate about an hour ago, some little nuggets, and it's not like, ooh, I need something to eat. If I eat because I know I need to eat something before it gets too late, but it's not because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Which we before was like, ooh, we need to find something to eat, and we started getting, cranky and all that kind of stuff. So that, and so if you do the research on that, and on like oatmeals and eating that and how it affects with your weight, then what I've seen is that if you're not eating a lot, then you're not snacking a lot, then that affects, the amount of calories. And so that is what has helped me, because beforehand I wasn't doing oatmeal until a few weeks ago. But I think my body had adjusted for a little bit, because it kind of hit a point where I was just walking and eating less, but nothing was happening. And I guess that happens. Your body says, oh, wait a minute. Okay, you trying to hold on to you're trying to get rid of all this extra fat, and I need to hold on to it. So it, until you put your body into submission and tell it, look, you're gonna do what I want you to do, pretty much. So that's how it happens. So the last couple of weeks now, I've been kind of back on track when I get on the scale. And I'm before, when the first few weeks, and I know I'm rambling here. The first few weeks, it was like I was dropping like 3.5 pounds, and I'm like, ooh, that seems like a lot, but that was just the initial body, just because I was drinking a lot of water, and on top of that, now I got started back drinking a lot of water. I was drinking water before what I did in the beginning, back in October, November, I was drinking a lot of water, and that also contributed. And then I kind of got away from it, not as drinking a lot as much as I did before. And when I say a lot, let's say, I don't know, maybe close to a gallon or something, I guess. And then it maybe was like a half a gallon or whatever in the last few weeks. And now with the last week and a half, I got this big 1 gallon jug that kind of tells you the time in the morning, 9 a.m. and then 11 a.m. So you drink that water during that time. By the evening, then you should be finished. And which is you need to do, because if I start too late, then I'll be up all night going to the bathroom. But anywho, that's what I've added on as well. So
let's talk about some of the things that went well. I always like to share some things that went well. So for myself, I noticed on my smartwatch that I'm able to walk faster. I'm at 3 miles per hour now, almost 2 miles. And I like to normally set my timer for like 20 minutes and see how far I went, and then walk back the other 20, so around 40. Jeffrey likes to count the
miles,
the actual miles,
the
speed, right?
Not the speed. I like to go the length, the distance rather.
He's more focused on the mileage that's walked. So to his point, and the way he likes to count it, I've been walking further, doing like 1.5 miles in like 30 minutes or 35, and at 3 miles per hour. So that's pretty good. So I look at everything on my watch. So that's one thing that's been going better. Any changes with your walking?
Yeah, I was mentioning about a week ago, I went to the park. She wasn't with me. And I was going, I don't know how fast I was going that day, but I know I was going I had a nice, I was hitting it. And that was just a nice walk, nice brisk walk. And I wasn't with you. Yeah, she wasn't with, because she wouldn't have been able to keep up on that day. And not any shade that she wouldn't.
I think that was shade.
No, she wouldn't. Shade? No, it's just I felt it as I was walking, and I realized, ooh, I'm going a little bit faster than what I normally do. I kind of have a nice little pace, but this day it was just like, ooh, I was really going. And I didn't realize until I got halfway through. And then I said, oh, I got a really nice pace here. So when I got back from walking, I said, look, in a little bit, I was feeling a little bounce as I was doing it. So I'm about being got into a little bit of a stride here, a little bit of a jog. I'm going to get into that. I'm going to not force myself, but when I feel it right, then I'm going to do it. I probably should do it now. If somebody was training me, they probably would say, you need to go ahead and do it. But I'm doing it when I feel comfortable, but that's been a win.
So we definitely can feel not having the weight on. Mm-hmm. And my mother-in-law was mentioning too about focusing so much on the number on the scale. It may be that we're losing inches and stuff, and we can see it. So we're gonna see if we can put a few pictures in here in this video at this point, so you can see that we're doing really good. I took a few pictures yesterday. I have a coat that I had gotten from my mom a few years ago. Couldn't wear it when she made me buy it from her, and now I was actually able to button it yesterday. So I'm going to see, can we include those pictures? We got a couple of Jeffrey, and his suits are much larger now. Okay guys, so we decided to insert Jeffrey's progress right here in the center of this video. So hold the pants out, Jeffrey, from the front. Now I'm going to come closer so you can, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, side view is better. There you go. So if you guys can see that, look at that. That's how big his pants are.
They
are, and how much weight he's lost. Okay. I just want y'all to see. Okay, now, yeah, there you go. Pull it from the other side. There you go, from the side view. You can see how much weight he's lost. So we just decided to go ahead and insert a little video. These pants are clearly done. Are you still able to wear these?
No, I mean I could look if I put it on, it's gonna be buckling like this.
Oh yeah, so we got to get some new clothes for our homie. Okay, so Jeffrey also wanted to show you one of his suits. Pull it to the side. There you go. So you see how large that is right there? That's a lot of space in that suit. Yeah, so he's doing really good, you guys. Shout out to Jeffrey. Okay. And I actually bought a couple of new pair of workout pants. And because our clothes are just falling off of us, really. So I'm going to include some pictures in this video for you. A couple more things I wanted to update you on. I had mentioned I started taking some vitamins. Eliminated all my vitamins for me. I decided, because I ended up finding 2 chin hairs. Okay? The girl wasn't feeling that. So I don't know if one of them was already there or not, but I don't think it was.
What kind of, well, I don't want to.
I was taking biotin. I bought 4 different brands, so it was not brand specific. I tried.
And you were taking the biotin
hair,
because,
skin, and nails, because my hair was so thin.
But and then you did something with the doctor.
The doctor gave me vitamin D pills.
I thought it was B12. Was that the same?
No, he told me to buy B12 and get prescribed for me vitamin D. But the vitamin D pills were too much. I had a terrible allergy every time I tried to take it. So I couldn't take that. I took the B12. I bought B12 over the counter. And that made, I didn't feel anything bad about it, but I just didn't like the fact that I was taking it. So I ended up watching this vitamin documentary. And it was like, do they work or do they not? So anyway, once we started doing our green smoothies, I realized that for me, I keep saying for me because I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not telling you not to take your vitamins. If they work for you, that's good. But after watching this other documentary about vitamins, I'll find it and I'll put it in the description link for you. As I watched What the Health, about being vegan and all those kind of documentaries a few weeks ago, this past weekend, I watched a lot of vitamin documentaries. And I'm not going to take, for me right now, no more of that. No more, because I don't know that they work or that they don't. But I do know what works is my green smoothie. My hair is thicker. It's just better condition. I just love it at this point right now. And my skin is clearer. What's the benefits you think from the green smoothies?
Oh, for me, I mean, I could, you said, and a few other folks, that my skin has gotten clear. So, and I feel a little bit more energetic. And I know that it's better than just eating junk. So, for us, when we do the green smoothies, we do kale. We put some bananas in there, like a banana in there, and a little bit of ginger paste that Kim's got a video on that. So we put a little bit of that. Be careful about that ginger, because that could be really spicy. I did about a week ago. I did the ginger. You put it in the pot, the ginger, you cut it up and let it simmer for about an hour or so. And so I put it in a NutriBullet to make it into a paste. And so what I caught myself doing, instead of having, I said, well, and I roasted out into the little container, a little Tupperware thing. So it had some ginger on the side. And I said, well, it can't be that bad, so I'll just leave what's in it, because I didn't want to have to clean it just for it to get dirty again. So I put the kale in there and the banana and put that in there, and then it was like so spicy. He's like, "What is this?" So it's burning. So
coughing.
Yeah, it was coughing. And we both were like, "Oh my goodness!" And I was like, "Oh, that was a little bit, So
you only need a little bit.
You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot. Well, let me put it this way. For most people, I don't know what most people, but I know for us, it was too spicy.
He's always worried about speaking for everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. So some people might like it to be real spicy. I don't know.
Burn your throat. But most people don't like it that spicy.
We knew the difference, because it was, I should have cleaned it out. That batch, it was like, let me go and just drink it because it was there. But I would have, next time I'll clean it out if I'm going to do like a smoothie thing right after. So that's what we've been doing.
And now since we're on our healthy journey, and I watched that vitamin documentary, as I was stating before, I told my sister about it, and she's also now eating healthier, eating greens, eating the strawberries, eating your vitamin C. I even started adding carrots to our smoothies for eyesight, okay, for the vitamin A. So you want to eat, in my opinion, start eating more stuff. I know some people say, well, it's got pesticides, it's got this, it's got that. Yeah, but we know it has more nutrients in it, or we believe it to be, than just taking a pill. Because we try to take a pill for everything, and we cannot. You got to start eating some of these nutrients, get them in the body. I was just getting ready to try this lady's hair oil, really popular lady. I was talking to my sister. She was like, Kim, your hair's doing great. She said, this person's hair who I'm looking at and I'm admiring it so much, she eats well. I know she does based on what she tells us, you know. So I'm starting to eat more. A couple more things I wanted to go over. You know, I did a video about women's safety at the park. And the other day, Jeffrey and I were out walking, and it was a man, because it's kind of still cold here, full face mask. And I was terrified. So I was asking Jeffrey, I said, what's your thoughts about him and how he could be scaring women and stuff, you know?
Yeah, it was that day, this was like a good week ago, and it was like 30 degrees, and it was a little windy. So he had on the sunglasses, dark, and he had on a mask covering his mouth, and he had something over his head, you know, like a scarf or something like that. I forgot what it was. But in any case, he almost looked like Bane from Batman. So, I mean, I could see how someone could he walks up on somebody and be like, ooh, he looks a little scary. You know, so
very frightening, full, you know. And he was a little something with black on, looked like a ninja.
Yeah. So, oh, that's true. He was all in black. That's what it was.
All in that's black. That's what it
was.
Too.
That was the difference. It wasn't like he was wearing what you call it, the bright colors, neon colors, or what you call it.
Yeah,
he had on all black. That's what it was.
I was scared, and I'm walking with Jeffrey. So to that point, though, my friend Yolanda, shout out Yolanda, she mentioned that we should check in to get some walking sticks. And I think we need that just period, because a dog could come out on us or anything. So I'm back to the safety tip. So I'm going to find one, and when I do, I will talk about it, and then I'll make sure I put it in a link for you guys. But I'm going to find one first. I ordered something, but I accidentally ordered little mini baseball bats. Mm-hmm. I don't know how I did that. Mm-hmm. So that being the case, let's talk about what we're going to do for next week. Anything that went bad this week or that you would like to try to change for next week? Anything?
For me, I think what was bad was I was doing about 3 weeks ago. Trying to eat the oatmeal in the evening. That was bad for sure. But thus far, for now, I got a nice little roll here going on. What we did say we're going to do is try to, instead of have one smoothie, we're going to probably have two and see how that works. At least for me, I want to try it. And I'm not going to be just a smoothie fanatic, but I do like the fact that I'm able to get the vitamins and what have you in the veggies per se in that format. And it doesn't taste bad. So, and I know that it's going to help out. It's helping as far as the vitamins and whatever that's in it. So, I wouldn't say anything bad that happened the last week. Like I said, I did that. I learned from that a few weeks ago. So now the last couple of weeks, I've been on a nice little roll here, and I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to continue to drink my water like I have been doing the oatmeal earlier in the day. And that way I won't have to eat as much, and this half of it, I guess, as you go, for anyone, is you're going through losing your weight, whatever amount that you're trying to lose. And to quite frank, my weight, I've lost, like I said, almost 30 pounds, and I don't know when I get on the scale and I tell my wife what the weight is. I don't know when the last time I've been that weight. Because I hadn't kept track over the years. Let's put it that way. I know that I wasn't this size 20 years ago. Well, I don't know. Maybe 30 years ago, I know for sure. I was a little bit smaller. I've always been a big guy. But I don't know what my weight was to say I was at one. You know, some people say I was this weight years ago. I don't know what it was. I just don't really, I don't know what it was. So I have a goal in mind as far as a weight, and it's kind of a scary thing because I don't know what that's going to look like per se.
He's slimming down.
Because
y'all call him Slim Shady now.
Yeah, she called me Slim Shady because it's my clothes. Oh my goodness, my suits. I have several suits, and the last one suit I wore, it was back in November when we went out of town to see Babyface, and I haven't worn that since. I haven't tried it on to see, and even then it was too big. So, and I wear suspenders. So, like I mentioned before, the suspenders, it's not. About 3 of my suits now, they're just sitting there. If I put it, we'll see. I'll try to let you see it for yourself. Just like you see people when they losing weight, but it's when it's you, it's different when you're seeing someone else. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to get some because I got some events coming up, and I got to buy some suits. Well, I got to get these taken in, and that's going to cost more money. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I bought this sweater right here. It's a smaller size that I purchased before, which is the first time.
Go Jeffrey.
Go Jeffrey. And my other stuff, Kim's when she's wearing some pants. She's had some sweatpants, and I said, look, you're going to have to get you some little tighter
Actually, the ones I'm wearing.
She's going to have to get some tighter sweatpants because them things just kind of dangling off of, and I'm like, oh, I don't,
Look at that.
She can put a little
even
tighter
these,
in. Yeah, it's dangling and out, I'm not saying she got to have them skin tight, but I mean
skin tight.
But something. I mean, it's looking like just dangling.
They are,
which is good.
Big, but I'm not getting rid of my pants yet because they're just comfortable for walking, and I can hold them up by having on my shirt. This is a smaller size actually. I just bought this for another project. It's a size large, the men's, because it's a special project. But anyway, I had bought this shirt. And it's normally I get extra large, so it's a large. So we're definitely on the right track. And I'm so proud of Jeffrey. I don't know what to do.
Because Kim is the one that started it, and I was watching her, and I would kind of listen to the Weight Watchers meetings. And after she kept saying you need to do something, and and I know I needed to, but then you keep going to the doctor, like I said from the beginning. You're like, okay, this is enough of this. I'm in my early 50s, and I'm not going to get too many more chances to be able to let this go on without me falling out someplace, because we have too many of our friends that are around the same age that are having health issues. And I told her, I said, I want it to be something that just, if something comes up, let it be because I got into a car accident or an accident or something that just pops out, not because I'm eating stuff that I shouldn't. And then you have a reaction, your body, as they call it, inflammation, and that's where you get your different diseases and so forth. So, and it's really coming just from the food.
So, some things that I'm going to continue to work on is increasing my water, because I have not been drinking my water the way I used to in my big pink cup. The last few weeks have just been crazy. I have been drinking water, but not intentionally like I normally do. So I definitely want to increase my water, continue on with my exercising, which is really getting great. I mean, now I do 20 minutes on my elliptical when I do work out at home. So we're just doing amazing. We're going to start bringing more cooking segments. I actually did film the Morningstar review of products when I went vegan for 2 days, both of us. You saw his face. Did y'all see that?
Yeah. Anywho.
So anyway, I'm going to show you that. We also filmed a veggie taco. We didn't put that out yet, right? The veggie taco video. I don't think that's out. That's coming. That was a recipe we did when we went vegan for 2 days. And yeah, we got a few things in the pipe for you guys. So we are so excited. Let us know if there's anything particularly you would like us to talk about. Maybe we can go back, now that Jeffrey's joining me, we can go back and talk about some of the topics together. I'm going to try to put a panel together with a few people who would like to talk about their weight maybe. My sister, like I said, she's on her journey, so she may want to join us. And just talk about the health changes that we're making. Talk about maybe being bullied. What is that like, being larger as a child, just different topics that we can talk about together. I've addressed a few of them. If there's anything you think you would like to see, just please put it in the chat for us, and we will definitely think about trying to see how we can incorporate that. Okay, so until next time, guys, I am Kimmi
and Jeff,
and we are on a healthy weight loss journey, and we encourage you, whatever journey you are on, vegan, paleo, low carb, high carb, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, whatever. We encourage you to keep it up, okay? And thanks for hanging out with us.
Bye now. We'll see you next time.
Bye.